Good afternoon, everybody. I'm gonna wait a little bit for people to start getting online. Um, how does everybody feel? Hi, Neil. It feels a little heavy today, and I'm gonna do some Angel Oracle cards here at the Alchemical cabinet. Um, I had intention to do it all day, but it was so heavy. I was literally like about to cry just from looking at sick homeless people here in downtown. Is there a fan on or something? I don't think so, but there's. Oh, is it? Can you hear me? Let me. Of course. Can you guys hear me? I wonder. This is probably why I couldn't. And I have a lot of viewers. This is probably why I wasn't able to film all day. There's been a lot of glitches, a little muffled. Let me start all over. I can't raise my voice. That's not an issue. Maybe that's the point. I need to speak the message louder. There's been a lot happening today, and I think we're in the moon is waning gibbous in Aries, so of course it's gonna affect me a lot. Very, very headset. Do I have Bluetooth? I think it was connected to a Bluetooth somewhere, but I don't know where. Can you hear me? Oh wow. Let me start all over. Oh wait, you can hear me now? I think I was connected to a Bluetooth. That's all part of the message. I probably just had to be louder in my message. I literally was struggling today at the shop. I'm here at the Alchemical cabinet in downtown, and I was just picking up all the densities. And of course, I wouldn't say being attacked, but since I'm the one transmuting it, I was affected. So I was trying not to cry or to have a breakdown or a meltdown in the store. So we're going to pull some Angel Oracle cards because our loving guides and angels. I have all mind ready if we're going to do ET and Tarot. Let's do it, Mio. Let's do it. Should we jump on right now? Maybe we should. Hello. Sorry, some very, 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 very attractive little birdies just passed by. Okay, give me a minute. Okay, I'm gonna do some of these angel cards while we wait for you. I'm glad that I finally snapped out of it and was able to get it together, because I had to go outside and put my Bluetooth on and bump some Sundance music and have some natives screaming in the alley behind the container park with my feathers and my smoke and my dance, because I had to transmute this energy. It was really, really chaotic today. So we're gonna pull some angel cards. I had already pulled some when a customer came in, and I'm gonna say it totally resonates. Emerging is the first card. We used to feel bad or maybe quiet ourselves about how we feel about situations, or even about expressing our feelings. We're emerging to a new authentic angelic self, where we express with authenticity and love, and because we're loving ourselves, people will respect it. Yeah. I'm an Aries, so I went off on some people today, and it was a way for me to heal, but it was incorrect because I got it out of my system, and I expressed myself, but I offended people, so I had to get out of it. And then I had some people messing with my little sister, my family members, and the Aries came out, and I almost went to somebody's job, we'll just say. And I still just might, because don't mess with my little sister. I don't even care if they're watching. But anyways, we're going to go back to the angel cards. Emerging. The new authentic self is emerging. You're not being afraid to express yourself, not being afraid to be yourself, being unapologetically divine. It's when you don't feel bad for saying what you gotta say or speaking your truth, or shutting people down when they're trying to um, express themselves inauthentically to evade the truth. Next card is freedom. That is one of the biggest, I guess you could say, factors for all this crazy energy. I had visions in the ceremonies I was in, and last night Venezuela, Cuba, and I think Honduras. And we're all collectively, I think, picking up on the revolutions that are happening. People are getting tired of being controlled, or being degraded, of systems that are not built for our evolution. They're built for our de-evolution. We used to have 12 strands of angelic DNA, and now we're only using 2. We used to use all of our brain capacity, like, what's her name? Lucy. And now some people only use 10. We're using all of them. We just don't give ourselves enough credit. Freedom. Free ourselves from judgment. Free ourselves from limitations. Fly higher. The more baggage we let go of, the higher we can ascend. The more transparent we are, the more light can come through us. So freedom is also, it needs to be fought for. What you love, you need to fight for it. And the first step to being an ascended master or a realized master is being independent. That way you're self-sufficient and you can give. I heard today that flowers don't give set off fragrances, their perfume, their smell, their essence for themselves. They do it for other things to enjoy, other creatures, other beings. The sun doesn't shine for itself. It does it to illuminate the rest of the I guess this part of the galaxy. Well, I believe the sun is local to the earth and it's smaller, but that's a whole other subject. We need to be independent so that way we can be of service to others, because that's the realization of God. An archangel is the consciousness of an entire planet or an entire universe, and it's basically fifth dimensional consciousness when you realize that we are all one. We're all the same person. Friendship, value them. It's a relationship, even though you're not sexually intimate or romantically intimate. It's a relationship that we need to honor and we need to hold on to, because when these crazy times come, we're going to need to rely on each other for certain, I don't want to say survival, for thriving. We're going to have to thrive. And being a sun dancer, I said it, I don't care. You are aware that, or I am aware that the more you ascend, the more exposure of corruption you see, and you just have to be neutral and observe. Friendship is a relationship that we have to invest in. Our ego makes us lose long-term relationships, and maybe it's not necessary. We can give people space, but at the end of the day, we need to be our own best friend, and we need to actually be best friends. For some reason, I had this weird urge to go up to the people here in downtown. I don't know if they're homeless or sick or on drugs, but I want to give them a hug so that maybe they could snap out of it and not feel alone, because that's all that's happening is that they're disconnected, but they're channeling. They're so channeling. They're not just crackheads. They're channeling, and maybe they're in another dimension, but they're physically here. Look for the signs. The earth is ascending. There's nowhere else to go. There's no next life. There's no it's here, and the earth is ascending, so we have nowhere to go but up. Look for the signs, look for the angel numbers, listen to the songs archangels talk to us in music. Everything is you, the universe, guiding you. So get into alignment and look for the signs, or be the sign, be the example for somebody to be greater. We can't hold people to standards unless we actually take accountability for ourselves, because whenever we say you, him, her, she, we're actually talking about us. So look for the signs, be the sign, be the torch, be the light post. Soulmate. Fifth dimension and higher, we start coming into divine unions. It could be your soul tribe, it could be an animal, your parents, somebody that you cannot break the connection to, no matter what. You guys think the same thoughts, you guys have the same dreams, Soulmates is basically all of us. We're all soulmates because we're all just extensions of the Godhead. If God is everything, then we're also God. So I recognize everybody as my soulmate, and I try to respect everybody as so. At the very least, if they do something that's not favorable to me, I say thank you for being that part of my consciousness or my mind that I don't have to act that on. You're an external part of me. Oh, view request. Mio's gonna join. Is she on? Did she join? Hi, love.
Hi.
You're seeing me at a way better state than earlier. I was literally having like a mental breakdown.
Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear that, but also glad to hear that you're feeling better and that you've purged.
Yeah, for sure.
Good. Well, I got all my cards ready to go. I was just, did you send the live off to anybody? Like
I don't know
Ashley?
that.
Okay, I got you. Let me just
Okay.
send, let me just send it
I
out.
just knew I had to relate information, the message, because everyone's going through something. The energies are getting more intense, and kind of keep us all together with letting us know that we're all going through the same thing one way or another.
Absolutely. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
send this out.
Let me get my other cards out.
And sorry if it's loud where I am too. We have like all the fans
We
going.
already know how to flow.
I know. Okay. So, got our I am affirmation deck. Austin, what up? Lucy, what up? So, restocked some of these at the Alchemical cabinet, as well as the mini decks. So, I'll pull from
The
those.
mini decks I'm obsessed with. We haven't had anybody come in today because it's been pretty slow at the entire container park. But everybody, I'm obsessed with these, and
Hmm,
they're travel ready. They're so little and perfect, and I like big cards, but you can't like they're bulky, and these are just bam, whip them out, and here's some.
bam. Just rip
Bam,
them
this is
out.
Mio. This is Mio, and you collabed with this, didn't you?
Yep, me and Austin.
Austin, I'm sorry. Sorry about Austin. I knew something had missed my mind. Sorry about that.
You're good. You're good. All right. So let's see what we got. So I did a live earlier this morning, but all right, we got I am protected.
Yeah.
I am protected. I got tarot too. What deck you got?
I have the writer right of weight, and I have the angel oracle cards.
All
I
right.
told you when I planned this, I didn't even know it was Tuesday. I was just like, I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna go to work, but went over my head.
Oh,
But
how
I'm glad
funny.
I showed
It was
up.
in my calendar, but since we did the block party, I was like, oh, usually if we do an event, I don't do the tea and tarot right after. But I was like, oh, he's going live at 6 o'clock. Wonder if we're doing tea and tarot. But all
We
my
just
stuff was still out because I've been recording for like our YouTube channel today. So I was like, oh shit, all my cards are out. All right, so I am protected. What are we protected? What are we protecting? What are we protected
I
from?
got the nine of wands. Do you have your little cheat sheet? Ooh.
Yep, devil.
Yeah, patterns, cycles, habits that need to be broken. We're safe to release these chains now.
Addiction, strongholds.
Reactions.
What did you get? Nine of Wands?
Nine of wands. So he looks like he's.
Oh,
Mhm.
persistence, having grit and resilience and perseverance.
Okay,
So, protected, perseverance, oppression, addiction, obsession, dependency, or feeling powerless over something.
totally resonate. Went through all that today. Oh, the
Sorry.
fool.
Oh,
I
Ezra pulled
think
that twice
I'm
today.
grateful, not sorry.
Hmm?
I said I'm grateful, not sorry. At least it's over with. Oh,
Okay.
and I have this card that popped out. So I have the fool and I have the wheel of fortune.
All
So
right,
it looks like
so
we're getting
cycles, new cycles, being
innocence, jumping
protected,
in, trust, faith.
getting out of the things that are binding you.
So ready.
Good. Good. All right, let's see what else we got. Hello, hello, welcome in. If you guys want cards, you can just let us know. But we're pulling collectively first.
My godmother is watching my video. Hi, Nina, I love you. I
Mm,
actually haven't seen her see any of my videos.
I love that.
So something is happening.
I know my family always like they'll pop in and they'll be like, "What are you doing?" So I just shh.
It's a very pleasant surprise. It made my day, kind of. Oh, and it did make my day.
All right, what else we got? Um, I am loving myself. I am loving myself. Super duper important. Oh, good. I'm glad it's resonating.
Telling you, we're all going to the same thing. We are one.
I am loving myself. Yeah, and you're connected into our frequency. So that's what brought you here.
See, big cards are a little bit hard to shuffle.
I know that's why
You're just
and my hands are tiny. So
listening. Mm,
all right, I am loving myself with the listening card. Ooh,
I kind of feel like, what is it?
10 of Wands. So this is like don't like listening to yourself and listening to your body so you don't burn out.
Your body. Yep.
Listening,
Body, your
so
nervous
if you
system,
feel
all the
yep,
information that you need to know in the universe.
stressed out because she's got the wand, so she's got the burden and the responsibility.
You know
Um,
what's funny? Sorry to jump and get so
no, that's fine.
crazy. That looks like how I had to like struggle with the sunflowers today to like get them standing up. I had to cut them at an angle and put boiling water, and I was literally straight in front of the store just to like get them all bunched up and to stand up right and look pretty and majestic. So
Did a great job.
thank you.
But yeah, delegating out. So listen to yourself, listen to your body. If you're burning out, if you feel like you're exerting, hey Tracy, if you're exerting too much energy or not getting enough help and support, ask for help. Delegate out what you can. So 10 of Swords energy is the
I
everything
got that too, but
I
I lost it. I literally just lost it, but I got 10 of Swords.
yeah, so
Um,
this is exhaustion. So part of loving yourself, I am loving myself, is making sure you're not overburdened and exhausting yourself to the point of
balance. Um,
ruin or rock bottom or feeling like, okay, I absolutely cannot go any further. So make sure you
but it's
take some
usually a
time.
good sign of when you are being told change needs to happen or change will happen for you. So when you're burnt out, there's nothing else to do but go up. You already hit the floor. You already hit rock bottom. You're burnt out.
I'm
Understood.
savoring each moment. I'm savoring each moment.
That literally like made my back feel better. I breathe and I was like, thank you for whatever obstacles are happening right now because it's a revolution.
They reveal things about us and they show everything about ourselves. Like
Pain
every
is a signal.
opportunity, everything that we go through will be a mirror back to us of like, hey, this is where you're doing well and this is what you need to work on. You know, this is where you're at. It just mirrors back to you. This is where you're at. I'm savoring each moment with
Yeah. Archangel Michael.
hmm.
And that also goes into your I am protected card.
So let's see. I'm savoring each moment came with the 5 of Swords, which this is not really a great card because this is about like arguments, disputes, some sort of like intimidation or conflict with something.
We're in a gibbous moon of Aries, so it's very confrontational today. I'm telling you, I almost went to somebody's job to defend my sister.
I don't blame you. I do not blame you.
Um, yeah. If you're defending yours, then you will go there.
But I'm savoring each moment with.
Divine
Well,
timing.
okay. So let's think about that too. How even I am savoring each moment can fall within like what we're talking about with the arguments and stuff like that. It's like if you're savoring a moment, it's like even that brought up a sense of love and protection for your sister. Even that revealed like how far you're willing to go for your loved ones, and to make
And
sure
I grew
that
up a
people
character
don't
and
take
to defend my
get
younger
taken
sister.
advantage of.
Hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, I am grounded. This one confuses my little one. I was like, I don't want to be grounded.
Can I say this cool channeling that I got this morning? Our
Please.
vibration is too high to ground to the earth now. We need to ground ourselves to the sun.
That's lovely. Ground to the sun. Ground to the sun.
Magnetic gravitational pull. Ascending, ascending, ascending. Up, up, up.
I am grounded. Let me see what that's going to come
Ace of Cups.
with the Page of Pentacles in reverse. So
New emotions. Change, or what do you take it as? New emotions.
for you, Ace of
Well,
Pentacles
mhm.
with, I'm sorry, what is yours? Ace of Cups?
Mine's Ace of Cups, and yours is Ace of Pentacles upside down.
Page of Pentacles. Sorry, I got
Oh,
confused.
okay.
Yours is like the cup overflowing, right? Being grounded so that
I
there's emotional fulfillment, and that
love.
your heart is actually flowing in the right direction, and um, the airs the air or the waters flow in the right way. Page of Pentacles in reverse, though, that's a card that's about like uh, immaturity, irresponsible, lazy, because it's earth sign energy. So in reverse could be like,
You say lazy, I say
but with grounding,
leisure.
leisure. I try to prove the stereotype wrong of like,
The Chariot.
ooh, Cancer energy. All right,
Cancer.
what do we got? So I feel like we can ask some specific
People.
questions. Um, so what do we have coming up this week? Let's start there. What's the energy of the upcoming week? Oh, yep, Daisy, sibling love. All right, hold on, I'm gonna reshuffle. And if anyone wants a card, just drop it in the comments. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
we
pull
have
one for you specifically, while we're also pulling for collectively.
the
Because
collective. Collective, collective.
so it's interesting being like in this spiritual realm, right? Like we have conversations with people on a daily basis that have to do with their evolution and their consciousness and their, their journey, right? And so it's kind of funny to think that like, oh, this is still Spanish to some people. Like this is still new to a lot of people, or they're just, you know, they don't have many people like us that they can talk to, or geek out over, or talk about their
I
sign
actually felt
synchronicity.
that today. I was a little bit like saddened at the fact that some people walk by the store and they're afraid of magic, but they are magic. So I'm like, you're. It's kind of like when people say I don't like water. I'm like, you hate yourself. Then you are water.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, how are you afraid of magic if every thought is an electromagnetic manifestation?
True. All right,
But
so
eventually,
let's see. I'm going to pull some cards for the energy we're coming out of and the energy we're going into. Let's see what happens.
a little spin.
Okay, coming out of King of Swords in reverse, being oppressed, cold, ruthless,
I definitely get a lot of this chaos energy is from like revolting theory.
irrational. I can hear you.
Mm-hmm.
Coming out of, let's see, we got Eight of Pentacles in reverse too. Eight of Pentacles in reverse
I
is like,
actually pulled that one too, but I put it back. Oh no, it's right
so
here.
we know,
You have your pentacles?
yep, but I got it
Maybe
in reverse.
I was gonna say maybe it's based on perception.
Well, it could be. I was at the question I asked was what was the energy we're coming out of, and then I was going to ask what the energy we're going into. So if we're coming out of a laziness or coming out of the lack of quality, or um, this is also a card of like reputation, motivation, mediocrity. So if you're coming out of some mediocre shit,
I definitely woke up with the word mediocre in my head, so I love when you connect to things like that.
well, we don't want mediocre, which I mean, it's
Well,
okay
I
if you're okay with that. If you're cool with that,
no,
then
I woke
yeah.
up knowing that I had to release some mediocre people in my life because
Oh
I was
yeah,
lowering myself to be compatible, and I was
got
also
it.
letting them downplay me to so that they feel better.
Yep. No,
But
don't do
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Don't do that ever. I'll kick your
Um,
ass. I love
we
it.
can be compassionate, but also hold our own.
So what else are we coming out of? Recent energy, and then we'll go into what we're going into.
I have five of
Next
swords,
thing. Okay. So we're just shit. I know everyone's got like super expensive earbud things, but I lose mine, so I am not responsible enough to own those. Okay, so this card fell out. What are we coming out of? But it was in reverse. Hold on. Four of Wands in reverse is a lack of support, instability, or feeling. It's like the in between, like the because if this is building towards stability. Coming out of that. Hello, Ashley. All right, so now let's see what we're going into. Unless you had anything else you wanted to add on to that, what we're coming
no,
out.
I'll take what you said.
Okay, What are we going into? What energy can we tap into going into this week? Eight of Cups in reverse. So stagnation, accepting less, avoidance, fear of change. So pay
I
attention
got
to what you're going to
friendship,
be. What pay attention to the fear of change. Ooh,
and
friendship
I
card
got,
with that.
and that's a lot of the theme of what I said. I was out of character today. Friendships that don't serve us anymore.
Yep. And hold on, let me see. Let me see what this says. Do you
And
stay or do you go? That's funny. That song was in my head the other day. Should I stay or should I go now? Do you stay or do you go? You're caught between walking away from a disappointing situation or trying one last time to make things better, but can the circumstances really improve or is it a lost cause? So,
I'm a hopeful person, so I put people in a box, but I do give them more than one chance. I'm just know where to put you if I know how you are.
yep. That's why I appreciate observing. I like observing people a lot because I want to see let me see what you do. Let me see how you think. All right, we're going into Two of Pentacles energy. Oh, you're welcome, Ashley. Two of Pentacles energy, balancing resources, multitasking, finding flexibility. Um,
You said
two,
flexibility.
yeah, because two is a number. You're balancing
I got body care.
and juggling multiple priorities and need to manage your time carefully to find balance. So if you got the body card with that, then that's going to be about maybe that's that self care, making sure you're balancing to stay.
Stretching. At least stretch and do something to move your body in the morning to get that trauma out of your joints and all that.
Yep. What else we going into? Hello, Sandra. What we got? Okay. What else? What other energy we going into this week?
Study.
Study. Spirit likes to wake me up at like 3 a.m. to do like middle of the night studies.
I
And I'm like,
do my
okay.
lecture. I have a private class like that's on YouTube. That's only to people that subscribe, and I do it in the middle of the night. I just wake up and start channeling.
Very Aries of you.
Yeah.
These two fell out together. So I got Empress and Queen of Pentacles, which ironically, there's a both Taurus energy. Um, Empress in reverse, though. So we were talking about taking care of the body and finding the balance with the Two of Pentacles. Empress in reverse says insecurity, overbearing, being negligent, smothering, a lack of growth, and a lack of progress.
Guilty.
So Two of Pentacles balancing with the body, and also I always just see that as like mind body balance or spirit body balance. But Where are we having the lack of progress? Where are we having the lack of growth? Maybe evaluating that, because Queen of Pentacles energy wants to get in there and grow shit. She wants to get in there because she's generous and she's a homebody and she's practical and she's like, she feeds things and makes things grow, and she's in her Pentacles energy. All right. So that's what the energy we're going into. So let's see. All right. Who's up first? Did you want me to pull your cards? Well, they have a
Yes.
chance to drop in the comments. Mr. Aries.
Yes.
Mr. Aries always wants to go first. Pull my cards,
And
please.
we're in the Aries moon right now. We're in I think waning gibbous in Aries. Tomorrow's Taurus.
I think it is waning, yeah. So, well, I looked yesterday. I love it that I get like random text messages from friends and clients that are like, "Where's the moon today? What's it doing?"
You know what? I thought about you because I usually have a lunar calendar, and I was like, let me ask Mio where the moon is, but it came up on
Yeah.
Instagram in the algorithm.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I had someone that was like, "Where was the moon on 2/22/21?" I was like, "What?" But okay, it was in Libra. What do you need?
It's called
Okay.
Google people.
Yeah, he was like, "It's cool. I had a really profound experience out that day, and I wanted to see where the moon was that day." I was like, "All right,
Where
cool."
were you that day?
It's like, damn, that's
Rose Velasquez. I just saw her yesterday. She would like when after Max Queen.
Maxine.
Oh,
She don't queen to be. Got you, girl. And I am so sorry. I did not mean to jack your girlfriend's love no bullshit love oracle. I was at her house and I packed up all my shit not thinking, and I thought it was mine and it was hers. So I totally stole her deck that I got to ship back. Sorry. I'll send you something else. I'll send you a sticker. I'll send you some Reiki. But you know what? That was probably a good thing. Spirit probably knew you didn't need to be pulling cards every day from the girlfriends. No bullshit love oracle. It's like, bitch, I'm gonna tell you the same thing over and over again. What you need to know. All right, this is for Maxine. What does she need to know? Messages from her higher self. I am learning to trust others. I am surrendering to the sweetness of life and
answered prayer.
starting fresh. Answered prayer. Answered prayer. Bottom of the deck, I am light. All right. Let's see what we got. Let's go tarot. What does Maxine need to know?
I got the Hermit.
Hermit, Virgo energy going internal.
Aren't we going into Virgo? Or not yet?
Soon. Ish.
September, right? September's Virgo?
Yeah, that'll be next. Yeah. Yeah, Virgo or Hermit is our self-reflection, introspective card.
I am totally the Hermit at this moment in my life.
No, I like it. Makes me feel safe. At some point,
I'm
I have
an
to go outside though
I'm an
and
extroverted introvert.
socialize.
I can go outside, socialize, then come back and not talk to anybody.
That's probably part of your human design.
hmm
All
It's
right.
funny because you and Panda are the same birthday and everything, and then me and Ashley are the same human design.
All right. Maxine, you got Seven of Cups, Three of Cups, Ace of Swords in reverse. Seven of Cups, Three of Cups, Ace of Swords in reverse. So Seven of Cups, choices, searching for purpose, having choices, too many, maybe daydreaming. That's the fantasy and illusion card. Three of Cups, friend,
Celebration,
yeah, bringing together friendship, community, group events.
dinner, drinks, something.
Ace of Swords in reverse is confusion, miscommunication, the words. Ambivert. Oh, that's like, okay, yeah, that's the word.
Thank you.
So that's you, girl. Bottom of the deck, Seven of Swords. Feeling betrayed. Sneakiness, lies, trickery, scheming.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I know. I know exactly what this is about. All right. I'm going to pull from your girlfriend's no bullshit love oracle since I have yours. Sorry. Actually, this
Rose, if
one's
you're
mine.
still there, we didn't forget about you.
Sorry, Rose. It's coming. It's coming. All right. What does Maxine need to know? Ooh, yeah. It's hot, but is that enough? It's hot, but is that enough? I'm telling you, find people with depth. Because once all this shit goes away,
I totally feel like getting to know people should be an interview the first time. How's
I
your
think,
relationship with your parents? How are you? What's your ideals? What are your goals? What are your intentions?
dude, I personally think people need to make it a whole round around the sun to get to know each other and see different seasons, different aspects to your chart, how you guys interact when the moon is in certain things. Like, people just be rushing into shit, and it's like, really?
Mm, yeah.
You
Guilty.
sure? You sure? I had somebody, yeah, something, I forget what it was, I had a client. I was just like, you might want to hold off. Like, you might want to get through your Saturn return first before you start focusing on all that. You might make it 10 times harder for yourself. All right, Maxine, that's hot, but is that enough? Loosen your grip and allow this shit to unfold naturally. Friend zone, this feels platonic. But also, bottom of the deck, your soulmate can't find you if you never leave your house, which you got the Hermit card.
Unless you attract and you don't chase.
All right. So, who do we have? Rose?
Yep. Rose.
That is really
That's
funny
kids.
too, because that actually ties into vaccine, the rose thing. Long story. Won't need to update. Just one of those signs and synchronicities. All right, Rose.
Yes.
Sometimes
Your protection.
unanswered prayers are answered prayers. Absolutely. You are so welcome. All right. Thank you, Rose. We tap into your energy.
Hey, Mom.
Yes.
Are
Is
we
this
on
all
Rose
I
now?
am?
What?
Is this all I am? I'm for like, just, you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I can't do tarot?
We're doing both.
Okay, then. And, and while shuffling, I'll pull for them. 6.
We do three
Okay, why? I go.
because we're just doing quick mini reads.
Alright. 7 of
No, you
Wands.
need to shuffle it though, because
Oh, sorry. That's not actually what you got.
I've been stopping and
Anyway,
making people listen to the children.
what is he saying?
he said hi.
Oh, okay then.
It's funny as we're talking about the kids. Then it says little genius LB jumped on. Hi. The algorithm's like, oh,
Alright, can
The
I go
universe
now?
is so funny.
Tell me when you think it's good. With
okay.
a yes or a no.
All right.
You think it's good?
Okay. So go ahead. This is for Rose. You pull Rose's cards. I'm pulling her I am cards. Okay.
The
I got
star.
intention, and then I got trust for
In-
Rose.
4 of
intention.
Swords in reverse.
I'll read those in just a second.
And Knight of Wands in reverse.
All right. So she got I am surrendering to the divine with the star card. So good job, Ezra. That's hope,
She did a
inspiration,
lot of work on herself yesterday, so
positivity. Ooh,
Mhm.
good.
Mom,
Rejuvenation.
these 2 next ones are upside down.
Okay. I am exactly where I'm meant to be with the Four of Swords in reverse. And that was recovery, awakening, re entering the world, coming back from isolation. So if that goes with what you guys did yesterday for the releasing and for the work that you guys did. I am recovering from my traumas. Came up with the Knight of Wands
In reverse.
in reverse. Knight of Wands in reverse is about like lack of self-control, being too passive, reckless, or impatient with something. So recovering from traumas of like being able to take the time and slow down, and or recovering from somebody that caused trauma like that.
I got goosebumps. I don't know what you said or what resonated, but all of my back hairs just stood up.
Ooh, love that. Thank you, Ezra.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
I'm sorry I had to see that.
You don't have to apologize for snuggling. Okay, you're gonna go back upstairs?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. No, it's okay. I'm good. Thank you. All right. Rose, let me just pull some from your girlfriend's No Bullshit Love Oracle, which is on sale for today only if you buy any of our affirmation deck
Hey, Mommy.
online. You can get a discounted Your Girlfriend's No Bullshit Love Oracle. I think I only have 2 left, so I'm just trying to clear those out of inventory.
Jump on it, Rose, or anybody.
Yeah. Yes, that's right.
Can he hear her anything other than you?
He can hear what you're saying.
Okay. But not like the TV or anything?
You could hear the TV. That's why I said you can go upstairs.
Look, Mom, I'm on TV.
He loves to pull tarot every morning and night. He's like, can I pull 6 of them? Can I pull your cards? And he's making on the program that I used to design cards. He has started his own cards. He's picking his own backgrounds, and he's making his own definitions, and he's making his own book
They
that
listen
will
to the kids. They
be
know the
interpreted.
chat.
Yeah. What do you have so far? 1 of books, 10 of books,
No, it was
1
10
of
books.
TVs.
Yeah, 1 TVs, 10 books, and stuff like that.
So I definitely will order one of those when he's done. All right, Rose. You got the same card as Maxine. Yeah, it's hot, but is that enough? So finding more than that physical connection with something, somebody, someplace.
Oh,
Let him stimulate your mind and your consciousness, not woo you with his swag.
Yeah, what else we need to know? Ooh, that one flew out. This ride is over. Time to walk away.
You know what that means, Rose. And I got support. You're fully supported. Also, if you feel stuck, ask your angels, guides, and ancestors for help. They cannot intervene unless you give them permission.
Yeah, they're just sitting on the sidelines waiting to jump in and like
Tag me in.
orchestrate. Yep, be authentic, be real, and be you. So if this is cutting somebody or something off, this is where you're like, look, I've had some time to think about what I want, what I truly want, what I don't want, what I am willing and willing to meet somebody with, or what my non-negotiables are. But the importance of being authentically yourself is that you give other people the opportunity to respond to you of who you truly are, instead of the mask and or the watered down version of you that you're presenting to other people. The more real you are, the more people are either going to fuck with you or not. That's it. So,
Even if you feel bad for saying no, it's a no for them, but it's a yes for you.
yep. And at bottom of the deck says, trust your fucking vibes on this. You already know the answer. So, be authentic, be real, be you, be beautiful. All right, who's next? Next, who do we? All right, we got Maxine, Rose. Anybody else want cards?
Can you do one of mine?
Oh yeah, of course. You can relate. Good. I'm glad. I'm glad that resonates. All right, Michael, Archangel Michael.
Go easy on the universe.
Never.
Never.
The universe is hardest on us. All right. You got pressure up here already. I feel that. I feel like all that shit that you got out of your throat chakra, raw. It just feels raw.
The Aries came out today.
You're very welcome, Rose.
Mm.
Michael, I am prosperous. I am trusting my intuition. I am releasing negativity. Bottom of the deck, I am a beautiful soul.
Mm.
All right, Michael, here's what you got. Let's see, I'm curious. This should be fun.
Do, 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 do.
No pressure. Lovers in reverse. Di- disharmony, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty
I
much
basically told somebody I was talking to kick rocks
inbound.
today.
Conflict, you know? That's a conflict card between two people.
Lonzo, love you.
King of Swords in reverse. Sorry. King of Swords in reverse. Irrational, dictator, oppressive, inhumane, cold, ruthless,
Mm. Yeah,
air sign. It's your words.
that.
Five of Swords. Arguments, disputes, aggression, bullying, intimidation, conflict.
I said, who wants some of Debo today?
Six of Cups. Could be somebody from the past or somebody from childhood or something like that. Two of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck in reverse. Overwhelm, messy, chaos.
Still true.
All right. Let me pull some from your girlfriend's No Bullshit Love Oracle. Even though it's not love. Even though it's not love. This deck still
I can
works
take
for
it.
like, huh?
I said I could take it.
Ooh, I shuffled this upside down. So that's gotta mean something. I did that earlier too. And look, on the bottom of the deck says same page. You two aren't even in the same book right now.
Ooh.
What does Michael need to know? I think you already know. You already know. But what does Michael want to hear? Loosen your grip and allow this shit to unfold naturally. Don't settle, babe. Ask the universe for what you truly want. If you have to force it, it's not for you.
I'll take it.
Take it.
Mm-hmm.
Good. All right. Who else is in? Who else is still here?
Alonzo.
All right. So let's see. Let's talk about soul purpose a little bit. Let's go Starseed Oracle.
Yes.
Let's go. What is our soul purpose? What are we focusing on right now? What lessons are we going through? What spirals of patterns are we going through that we need to break out of? What do we come out of? What is our purpose? $6.44. Oh, I got this one earlier when I did my reading. Cosmic Heart, Devotion, Potency, Make Your Life a Moving Prayer. Make your life a moving prayer. Make shit happen. Believe, faith.
That's what snapped me out of it. I had to like turn on my heart center and start attacking people with unconditional love.
That's really tough. That's really, really tough when you're in the moment.
And even when you already like spat all that venom, and then you're like, you know what? I'm gonna acknowledge that I crossed the line, but I still don't mess with you.
You know what? I've had a couple of those moments, like brought out in me because I'm not that way naturally as a person, right? Like I'm very like this. Like I'm really chill for the most part. But like you fuck with me, you fuck with my family, you fuck with my
Don't
kids.
start now, won't be
You
none.
you poke the bull, you're gonna regret it. Um, but it's like I can feel it coming from the depths of me, and I can see like, oh no, here it comes, here it comes, here it comes. I'm not gonna be able to hold my mouth. It's coming, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. And then I'm just like, you know what? Blah 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 blah.
And I hold receipts. I wait, and I'm like, you know what? No, this date, this date, this date, this boom, boom, boom. But I always tell people when I explode is because I obviously care. I wouldn't be offended if I didn't care.
Right, right. I get that. Yeah. There's a couple moments where, probably in this last year, where I absolutely like went off on my ex, and for justifiable reasons.
Mm-hmm.
But it didn't make me feel good to get to that point and let my nervous system and let my emotions get out of control like that, because
That's what
then
happened to me
I
today.
felt like I
Let it
stepped
out.
out.
I feel that, but I
But I,
heard that person letting it out.
yeah, I totally felt like I stepped out. I was like, shit, I stepped out of everything I'm working towards, and I totally like just hell hath no fury. Like, did you
I don't
deserve
take it
it?
back, but
Hell
my
yeah,
bad.
you deserved it. But did I have to be the one to? Did I have to deliver it that way? Did I have to? Part of it was channeled because it
I
was
think
just
people don't take us serious
pure
until we're
like.
serious.
It's like with my kids. Like if I got to ask you the first 5 times, I'm being nice about it, but then by the sixth time, it's just like
Know what's coming.
the dragon messenger. Speaking of messenger, so sometimes people do need to hear the message in certain ways for them to understand it,
I feel like
bringing
I act as karma for
harmony and
people.
balance. Hmm?
I feel like sometimes I act as karma for people, and when I explode on them, is their lesson of like, oh shit, Michael went out on me. I said a bad
Yeah,
word, sorry guys.
no, they're fine. I curse like a trucker. Sorry to anybody that's a trucker that doesn't curse though. Cracked open, rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. So, what's your rock bottom for you? Have you already hit that? Are you in that now? Do you feel like you could easily spiral back to that place? But I feel like the people who have cracked open and hit rock bottom are the ones that I can like relate to the most. Honestly, like when we were earlier talking about like the relationship conversations of is it hot? Is that enough? I feel like the people who haven't gone through shit that you could tell that they're very like just they've floated by and they've been so lucky in their lifetime to not have to deal with like really heavy shit. Sometimes it's hard to relate, right? Bottom of the deck, you got the love, codependency, and boundaries. How
You
healthy
say
are your boundaries?
codependency and boundaries?
Yep. Let me grab the book on that. But, those
I
are,
think that's totally the theme of like the evolution of relationships right now. We don't own people when we're in a relationship.
no,
Love is freedom, and you don't need to depend on them. You need to be a complete person before you get with somebody.
yep. Yeah, because even being in a relationship, like, I had to let, I had to let him totally, I couldn't control him. Not that I was trying to, but you hope that with giving people freedom, that they would make that's the, good choices, right? And it just showed me that no, not always. um, but it also showed me like, hey, when I was able to see those choices that this person made of their own accord and their own free will without me controlling or doing something, like this is who they are. This is the type of person that they are.
I
And
think relationship shows mercy and tolerance.
there's a lot. And not like, and letting it continue to happen, or not having proper boundaries in place to um, know what a healthy dependency was.
Someone's walking in, so carry on with
Okay.
that.
Yep. If you need to push mute, that's totally fine as well. I'm going to read this one. So this one was the bottom of the deck. You got the love, codependency, and boundaries. So it says Hadarian energy. Hadarians are believed to be beacons of pure, divine, unconditional love who see love in all people and situations. As a result, they can find it hard to have boundaried, interdependent, healthy relationships because they only see the unconditional love nature of those they meet. Dude, that is huge. I talk about this too, like being so full of love and having my heart just wide open, especially having a heart for people who are, you know, in their healing process, or they're deeply wounded, or they're deeply traumatized, and they um, they finally see me as like somebody that they can talk to or whatever. It's like having that ability and eye to see people and their love and their energy and their energetic being for who that they are. Just have to be very careful and make sure that one, I don't put out the wrong impression to them because a wounded, sticky situation, trauma situations, or people opening up emotionally and bonding that way without proper boundaries, it's very easy to trauma bond, or very easy to rely on and bond in ways that are like, actually, it's not really that healthy. Um, so, yeah, making sure that you have proper boundaries and SOPs, standard operating procedures for that. Lovers of the cosmos, they dive in fast. They're here to learn how to love while in separate body, to learn to love self first, and then establish healthy relationships with others. So read that again. To learn to love self first, and then establish healthy relationships with others. To
I
remember
love
that
you, but I love me first.
I have to, because I cannot, if I'm so busy loving on you, then I never love on me. Like I'm pouring from a place of
Give them your life
exhaustion.
jacket.
Yeah, I've literally just, there's nothing to pour from my cup if I'm not taken care of, both ways. To remember that the love they seek is already within them, that they truly do have all the love on their own. The message of this card is to review the ways you may need to establish healthier boundaries. Perhaps you're in a codependent relationship in which you may be losing your sense of self. It's common for starseeds to dive deep into relationships, particularly with those who feel safe and familiar at a soul level. Perhaps you're in a relationship in which you give more than you receive, or perhaps there's a certain, I can't say that word, volatility to it, and you're always unsure where you stand. This card is assigned to do a relationship review and see what energetic agreements you've made, consciously or unconsciously. To acknowledge if there are relationships in which you feel anxious or powerless, in which you don't feel like it's safe to relax and just be you. To assess if there are any places of inadequacy that you've used a relationship to soothe and cover up. Dude, listen to that again. To
Thanks.
assess if there are any places of inadequacy that you've used a relationship to soothe and cover up. Where you're lacking, where did you find a person or relationship to come and be your band-aid and self-soothe you when you should have been soothing yourself?
That's why you both have problems, because you attracted in lack, and that person came empty as well.
Mm, mm. Well, damn.
And I'm barely learning this after 28 years of my life. Like today or this year. No, I'll say today.
Share. Well, that's a really great point, though. Like with star seeds and people with big open heart chakras that are like want to love
You don't
everybody,
understand why everybody isn't like us.
and we want to help everybody, and we want to, especially if you've had a messed up childhood and you want to people please and make sure that all the people in your life are feeling good, and you want to make sure that everybody's okay. And there's a lot of codependency behaviors that can trickle into our friendships and relationships if we're not careful or aware of them. Like that's one thing, is like you really have to take an assessment over your patterns. And the only way you're really going to take that assessment is paying attention to how you think. How do I think when I'm triggered or in my alone time? How do I think when this happens? Observe everything about yourself like your little science experiment. Like observe how your human interacts with people, things, energies.
Totally discovered that today. My traumas became my career. Unhealed
Yep.
child, helping people heal.
Yep. And that's me too. Chiron Sun conjunction. So the wounded
But
healer.
no more people pleasing, or no more running to save somebody when I should teach them how to fish instead of giving them my fish.
Ooh, let's see, this one came out too. You're not alone. Isolation, physical connection, and community. I know it can feel lonely sometimes. This journey, this human journey, this can get and it can feel very lonely. Especially if like you're the only one that feels like you're the only one coming online in your friends and family group, or feel people feel like you're just not even speaking the same language anymore. Because you're just like, okay, these people just don't get me,
Isn't
or
that
they
the point
don't.
of the Matrix of of ascending is being the glitch in the Matrix? Like we might be the only one that's actually awake in our environments.
Mm, mm.
So we are the glitch.
All right. Anybody else want cards? We are the glitch.
Anybody, anybody, anybody.
I mean, and that's to me, that's like what the signs and synchronicities are too. It's like noticing the glitches, noticing when the universe is reusing content and recycling stuff, and you're like, did
Okay,
we
wait.
just
I
do
already
that?
went through this, but in a different body with a different person, but it's
Did it,
the same spirit, the same demon. I still see it coming out.
dude? Or sometimes when you're like, I just saw a picture that looked like this, and now I'm like looking at someone standing there with like wearing the same exact colors, or like I'm looking at the same exact
I
thing, or
have people that I see on my Instagram allegory show up at the container park or on the freeway when I'm getting off the exit. I'm like,
oh,
what?
that's wild. You want a card? Cool.
Yeah. Or who are you talking to me? Malik, Malik,
Mal-
Malik.
Malik. All right, this is for you. All right, so I'm shifting my perspective.
Love it.
I am starting fresh. I am recovering from my traumas. Bottom of the deck, I am releasing what is no longer aligned with my vibration.
Balance,
Balance. Balance.
self acceptance.
That could be the shifting of the perspective and starting fresh, recovering from traumas, accepting who you are, what you've been through, what
I tell
makes you
people don't
you.
try to destroy your shadow, hug your shadow. You're not gonna get rid of it.
Yeah, you can't get rid of it. If you know, as a painter, once you have some black on an all white canvas, like you know, it's very difficult to get it all the way back white again. Like,
You said that, and I feel like there's like a glow behind me, and it's an all black canvas, and I'm the light. You see it?
I can see
Like
it
right here, though.
a little bit. All right. What else you need to know? Maliki 19.
I got new beginnings.
Planning of something. There's some planning taking place, Two of Wands, whether it's an adventure, trip, um, taking some first steps of inspiration or creativity because the Wands fire card, Wands is your creativity. Something that will be a decision and a first step of leaving your comfort zone. Page of Swords. This one actually came out sideways, but I'll read it upright, and we'll just take the energy off of that. So, Page of Swords is intellect and air energy, and so this is like what you're talking about doing, right? There could be some curiosity or some communication of inspiration coming in, mental clarity coming in. Um, with this, it's like, oh, having ideas pop in all of a sudden. That would, to me, that would be like Two of Swords and well, don't be fearful of change because that's definitely Two of Wands. Is like,
You're afraid of success and you love.
oh, let's see, these two fell out.
I just got divine timing and you love.
King of Wands with the Nine of Pentacles. So, King of Wands, again, that's the creativity and the fire energy. So, that's leadership and vision and big picture stuff. So, don't be afraid to dream big. Don't be afraid to take control and to be optimistic about what you're approaching. Be real with the obstacles that you face because that's the only way that you're going to get over things is by mentally preparing for some obstacles and challenges ahead. Like the example that is coming into my head right now is like when we did a Death Valley road trip. I get like the Death Valley part wasn't it's like on paper, it's a 2 hour drive. Sorry about that. On paper, it's a 2 hour drive. But in reality, in the car, it's a little bit longer. It's hot as shit. It's really, really hot. It's really, really hot.
There's
And
definitely vortexes there.
it's like, but the point being is I had to plan for the obstacles. I had to plan for what happens if the car breaks down. What happens if we run low on water? What happens if there's no food around? What happens if this? And so that's what planning for the
You
obstacles.
could
And you,
predict it, you could prevent it.
yep, yep. And then Nine of Pentacles, though. Nine of Pentacles is about rewarded efforts, success, achievement. This is finding
Enjoy
your
the garden that
independence.
you
Yeah, you
seeded.
watered. So it goes up to 10, right? 10 of Pentacles. So Nine of Pentacles is like, dude, I finally, my garden is blossoming and blooming on this, right? So keep watering, keep watering, keep watering. Scorpio, Libra, Scorpio. Bottom of the deck, King of Cups. So whatever it is, you're going to find your balance there of what's going to be emotionally fulfilling as well as like logically fulfilling, because this is about balance. But King of Cups is emotional fulfillment. Cool.
I feel like I just blinked out for no reason.
You just went offline for a second.
Yeah.
Do you still watch that show? Well, no, you're a lot younger than me, but there used to be that show with like the girl with like freeze time, like Small
I know
Wonder
what
or
you
something.
mean.
She was like a little robot or something. She could like freeze time with her hands.
Sounds familiar.
It's old. It's older than you. All right, who's next? Who's next? Who wants their cards read? Who needs to know their intuitive information coming up for this week? Uh, and it's never required, but we are always open for tips and donations and stuff like that. We have Venmo and all that, but never required. And also, even just sharing our videos with people are ways to support us.
Ashley said me.
Ashley, yes, ma'am.
We'd love to.
Ashley's the reason we're here. Oof. Okay, I gotta have someone come fix this AC because this is not okay. I should not be sweating in my own house like this.
You're sweating?
Yeah, the downstairs AC stopped working yesterday for some reason. Just the upstairs one is working, and
I'm telling you.
downstairs it's like 1,000 degrees.
I don't have water in my house right now for no reason.
I had a flood. My water heater flooded my garage, and then my bathtub, there was like a gaping thing. Like, so every time one of the kids was running the bath, it was getting into this
That
bath,
happened to me.
and it was just drip, 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 straight to my ceiling downstairs. So
It's me.
fun times, fun times. But the lesson behind all of that was that I needed the sudden impact and change of the water heater flooding the garage to be able to deal with the slow leak that I didn't realize was causing as much damage as it was causing.
And it's
Because they're
also your house
two
is
separate
totally
things.
your body as well. So plumbing
Yep,
is water emotions.
yep. That was exactly the same week that was going through all of that was like, um, yeah, a big, highly emotionally charged week, also leading up to the block party. So it was just like, anytime I feel like I get ready to do something big, that, you know, there's always like an explosion or a balance or something
I
that
broke my
happens
Bluetooth
within.
speaker yesterday because I was trying to clean one of my peace pipe, my Chanupa pipe, and the wood chipped a little bit, and like my reaction broke my Bluetooth speaker.
Ashley, so what's funny, when I printed this deck, we have the 34, and somehow I approved the whole thing with a blank card in there. So it's like a fresh slate of you can make it whatever you want to make it. So I decided, you know what, it was meant to be in there. They're all in there. I'm not going to open up all the packages now. Shit, pay for them to be shrink wrapped. So
I can't void
this
empty yourself.
this just yeah, this just fell out. The nothing. The I am whatever I need to be. The whatever I need to
I
fill in
just
the
when I
blank
become God
today.
because I become the void.
The void. All right,
Let's see.
Ash. Let's see.
Celebration, Ashley.
Which we had a great celebration. We had a great
I don't
event.
think we need a reason to celebrate anymore. We live in a crazy time, so every day might be our last day to celebrate.
Right. I am never alone. I am never alone.
Blessings. Of course, Ashley's like, how do you say it? An amplifier or like a bass speaker of frequency. So she gonna get back everything that she exudes.
Oh, that's good shit. Um,
Dreams. Mio, Ashley, and Panda totally work in the dream world with me because we
oh
be
yeah. Sorry, I don't know why I was so loud about that. Like, oh yeah. I got excited. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm
emerging.
sending the video off to.
You're good. Emerging, Ashley, is one of the cards that's about expressing yourself authentically, whether people like it or not. Now, not lowering yourself to express yourself or to not express yourself.
Which card was that?
Emerging. So it's like your higher self is emerging because you're not watering yourself, diluting yourself down to people please or to, say yes when you mean no.
Mm. Um, this is really interesting considering the fact that you're building up such a great community. I am never alone. I am never alone. Earlier, I was talking about how this journey can feel very lonely, but I think the more that we are digging into being ourselves and showing off our weird flags and everything that our little superhero powers is like, dude, we'll never, ever, ever be alone again because we got our people, we got our soul family.
I went through that this week. I had literally multiple people tell me that like I'm not really into that. I'm not really into like the magical thing, and I'm just like, well, then I'll just chill my invisible fantasy dragons and wizards and all that stuff behind me.
You're all, go sit down.
They can see you.
I am healing. So Ashley, I am healing. I am breathing a new life.
Power. And she has
Power?
like a or she's like blowing, using her breath to manifest
Ooh, maybe you need to do some breath work stuff.
or speak, declare things into existence. I paid my rent a year in advance. I declare it. Today I am happy because I have a ticket to somewhere out of the country. I don't know.
I do it with little things like free weed. I'm like, I want weed, but I don't want to pay for it. And then I'll get a call from my friend, be like, hey, what are you doing? And I'm coming over and I'm going to bring all this flour. And then here, just keep the rest. And I'm like, thank you, universe. Like
Yeah, one of my secrets too. I always get surprise gifts or free things.
offerings. I always say that. Like if I'm like, I had the intention of like, people will want to bring an offering.
You want to approach your goddess, you better have offerings.
Well, you said it.
That way,
But
it's not an ego trip if somebody else says it for you. But you
yeah,
know you are. We have to acknowledge our divinity.
I'm gonna call myself this. This is my the filter that I'm like. This is my bronze goddess filter.
I know I'm a divine creature, but sometimes I could be of the light, and sometimes I could be a monster. But you get what you put
Ashley,
out.
Ashley got Page of Pentacles in reverse.
I got the Fool, and I got the Ten of Cups.
This card. One of the keywords for it is foolish, immature, or irresponsible, lazy. Were you being lazy? Ooh,
Mm,
with the Fool and Ten of Cups though, like
I
with
see it as
the
accepting the fantasy instead of the reality. Like being lazy is not.
okay,
You know what I'm saying?
okay, because it's with the Ten of Cups, and so it wants that. It wants everything to be okay. Ten of Cups. It wants
We have a
everything
lot
to
of hope
be
in people.
big, happy family. Ten of Cups. I just want everybody to get along. I just want everybody to shine. I want everyone to succeed and do well. I don't know why I said it like that. Succeed. It's like my Filipino coming out. Succeed. The Ace of Wands in reverse. Ace of Wands in reverse is delays, lack of passion, lack of energy, or some sort of hesitancy. Um, do you know your human design, Ashley?
She's a
Or
manifesting generator.
okay, so same as me. So if there is a lack of energy or hesitancy, that means something's not lighting you up. Because as a manifesting generator, things have to light you up for you to proceed and move forward with them. And then you have to take them and run with it and exert all your energy until all your energy is gone. Jessica!
So if I'm
So,
not in love with something, or if Ashley or a manifesting generator is not in love with something, anymore. It's time to release
Put
it
it
and
down, put it down, and go move on and pick something else up. That is gonna light you up. Because being a manifesting generator, that is how we take it in, we process, and that's what tells us a yes or no on what we commit to in projects or invitation wise. So as a manifesting generator, we have to focus on who we are, what we do, and focus on building our gifts and showcasing the world that way instead of proactively saying and proactively like chasing after business, chasing after people, chasing after clients, relationships, whatever. We have to authentically shine as ourselves, and then people will be attracted to you that way when you're a manifesting generator.
we don't chase
Um,
back.
and then as a manifesting generator as well, it's like if somebody asks you, "Hey, do you want to work on this project together?" If you don't get, if you get hesitancy or like this doesn't feel right in my gut, and it's not lighting you up to say yes, then it's a no. That's going to be really important because as a creative too, we can tend to get these like ADD type feelings where we're like, I just want to do this and I want to do that and I want to do this and I get this
And then
idea.
you don't execute anything.
Or you do and you don't finish it and you put it down and you go off to the next project, to the next thing that lights you up. For so many years, I thought, oh, something's wrong with me because this is how I'm performing as a creative. And it wasn't until I had my human design chart ran and read and interpreted by my friend Stephanie that she was like, yeah, this is how manifesting generators work. And this is how your sacral works. And this is how this works. And I was just like, okay, so now I
Learn about
know.
ourselves.
It's learning about yourself so you can learn your efficiency. Yeah.
And when my cup
Hey,
is full, I
Aaron.
can be of service to others.
Yep. All right, last card for Ashley. And then anyone else that wants a card, drop in the
I have Queen
comments.
of Wands with the sunflower, and she totally brought sunflowers to the shop.
Oh.
Pew pew pew.
Aw, girl. So you got Queen of Wands. I got Queen of Swords. Queen, queen,
Quang
queen.
quang quang. We both said it at the same time.
That's Ashley. Queen, queen. Two of Cups. So this is us, this is us all working together, harmony, building our friendships, building our unions and partnerships with each other. But Five of Wands, we just have to be mindful of any conflict, competition, aggression, tension, or rivalry. Rivalry.
That's a their problem because we don't have competition issues.
That's good.
We collab.
Probably, yeah. I think we all play well together. Okay, we got.
Do Minaj?
Do you know who that is?
No.
Oh, all right.
Well, I can't see the picture, but it might be one of mine on from
Oh,
my
okay.
side.
Oh, and Jessica watched August collective reading. So what she's talking about, when she says the August collective reading. So through my podcast, Souls and Stardust podcast, we have a online membership called the Collective, where you can have unlimited access to online courses that we make. Like we have a how to create your own oracle deck and how to read your own birth chart course, and then we have monthly readings that are recorded on YouTube that only members of the collective can watch, that we upload every month, and then we'll like semi-monthly stuff, and then there's also like guided meditations and all kinds of stuff like that. So that's what she's referring to because I just uploaded today.
You should promote that more because I totally have one too, and I don't even talk about it.
Oh, well, yeah, talk. No one else can talk about it. No one else
I
is going
want
to
to join
promote
yours. I
you
don't
like
even want
you.
to talk about mine. I want to join yours now.
Oh, the collective. It's only 22 a month.
Mine's 33.
Love. So yeah, soulsandstardustpodcast.com for that one. All right. So, Dumoon Manash. I don't know how to say your
Can you tell
username
us your name, your actual like first name?
or your first letter,
Mm-hmm.
your name. Okay, so these are shuffled, and I'm going to shuffle the affirmation deck.
You can put these down so I can show up quick.
Hmm?
So I had to put the phone down so I could shuffle the cards.
Oh, okay. My what? V. All right. Messages from V's higher self. Ooh, this one. Look at it, like shuffled and went upright. So I'm going to take that one out. I'm shifting my perspective. Nicki Minaj. I am shifting my perspective.
Archangel Michael again.
I'm part of the cosmic whole. Shifting perspective, part of the cosmic whole means like there's some sort of awakening happening. There's some sort of like online coming on for you. Things are happening. You're realizing we're all one, realizing our, like having those mushroom type experiences where you're like, I get it. It all makes sense now. I get the meaning of life. Ooh, you got the blank one too.
Divine
So create your own affirmation. Divine timing? Is that what you got?
You're like a little Cupid.
I am protected.
Archangel Michael protected.
And bottom of the deck, I am recovering from my traumas.
Leading into new beginnings.
All right, so we got. I have to plug my phone in soon.
I know I keep plugging in my phone and taking it off so it can stand up right.
Well, that's the only downside to me not being responsible enough to have earbuds. So then I gotta like take these out, actually charge my phone. All right, V. Let's see what else we got from tarot. What does V need to know? What is V working on? Don't apologize for being a Nicki Minaj fan. Four of Cups. There's some apathy going on, or contemplation about something. Ooh, Eight of Swords is your self-imposed prison card. Like the 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 ropes around
Limitations.
her. Yeah, limitations, but it's like
Blindfold.
it's all like you could take off the rope at any time. Like you can you're limiting yourself. Your own limitation is you. Um, Four of Cups though is like you're contemplating about something or feeling disconnected, apathetic, or bored
Feel
with
like you don't
something.
have anything to move you.
Yeah, something's either you're bored or just like lackluster, meh, about something. So let's see what's that about. So you got Four of Cups, and then you also got Four of Swords. So fours are cards about stability,
Mm-hmm.
balance. Four of Swords in reverse is going to be reconciliation and resolution. Maybe compromising about something, or even like I don't know if there's like any regret, but something like that. But we got four. Hello, Jackie's World and Liz and Sarah.
Emma, I have a lot of really cool people that I wouldn't think would be watching my stuff.
That's the best. When like the random, like, oh, cool, thanks for jumping on. I think people are just like, what the hell are you doing?
I know.
They just want to know, what are you doing?
So that's what he does?
Six of Pentacles in reverse. Six of Pentacles in reverse is about some sort of dynamic or power being like if you're being used, or maybe you're being generous and or somebody is abusing that generosity, or strings attached, kind of like something like that.
Conditional love. Like, let me help
Conditional
you,
love.
let me give you a ride, but I want you to actually see that I'm resourceful, or I don't know what.
Yep.
Hidden motives.
Huh?
Like hidden motives behind like the I want to say like behind the situation.
I'm gonna pull from your girlfriend's no bullshit love oracle and see if that anything from there resonates for you.
Are we still on V?
Just yeah, wrapping up V, and then if anyone else wants cards that just jumped in, I feel like Instagram literally just like rolls out the live to like 10 people, and then it shows it to like 5 more people, and then the light turns green and 3 more people jump on, and then 3 fall off.
I'm glad that I'm not like paranoid about like the followers or the viewings,
Oh,
because
I don't
when
care.
it's posted, it'll still resonate for people quantumly when they watch the video new.
I'm speaking from a perspective of I know I'm still being shadow banned because it says I am until August like 20 something, and so I know for a fact like my stuff is very, very constrained right now. Anything I do or put out, it's like I have to tag somebody else and cross collaborate to get it like exposed to cross audiences, because it's just like, it's stupid. But anyways, sorry.
Yeah, we gotta be careful.
Fall in love with life. You draw in your soul family when you do. So with all the apathy cards and all of like that Four of Cups that was all in there, I don't know if you're feeling bored with yourself, or you're like bored with life, or bored with
Numb,
where you're at, or just like,
indifferent.
yeah, indifferent. Indifferent is a good word. Sorry. Bored might not be it, but falling in love with your life is what's going to draw in your community and your friends, and it's going to, the new wave of people that will connect with you and learn to speak the same language as you. And you won't need to chase what's meant for you. You won't need to chase what's meant for you. Okay? And whatever this process is, it's about learning major lessons for you. Cool. All right. And I think, yeah, of course, Sarah, we got you. All right. Sarah's next. Hope that helped. Sarah, hope you're doing okay.
I'm gonna open this door because it's really cold in here.
Oh, you're very welcome.
I opened the door and the balcony lights totally just turned on as soon as I opened the door.
Oh, there's Sarah's energy.
Oh, but it's loud now. Ugh.
Yeah, I'm going to have to plug in my charger real quick and turn off this fan so it's not super loud. Hold on.
Totally just whipped out a blanket.
Huh?
I said totally just whipped out a blanket.
That's funny because I'm over here sweating balls off and you're like cold. It's like 86 degrees in the house right now, downstairs. Like there's no point of opening any windows or anything because it's just like what I had to do was take air from upstairs with a big ass fan and start pushing it downstairs to like try to circulate everything.
Why do you think that's happening? Like, you think our energy is like setting things off or something?
I did a mediumship reading for somebody, and the word hot and fire, hot, 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 kept coming up, and it's been like that ever since that reading. So I'm like, what the hell? Were you warning me? Were you
To
giving me
watch.
the heads up?
Watch.
Not fire, but like I was gonna have to deal with this. But at the same time, it's like it's a lesson for me of how long am I willing to stay uncomfortable before I make a change, before I call who I need to call to take care of this. So like I gave it a day to see if maybe it's because I had the doors open, I was airing things out, and I was like, all right, I gave it a day. And then at night when I was like, no, this is still way too hot. This is not normal. And then this morning I was like, okay, let me change all my air filters because maybe they're too dirty. So that's a reminder to anybody else, go change your fucking air filters. Don't be nasty. So I was like, maybe they're so,
That shuts off the
bogged
break.
down. Yeah, that it's messing
Oh,
with the airflow. So that was this morning, and it's still hot in here, but it's also 100 something degrees outside. So yeah.
with the,
Anyways, long story short, pay attention to your indicator within your body and yourself. When there's something wrong, don't put it off. Yeah. How long are you willing to stay uncomfortable? How long am I willing to deal with this?
that's how we find divine guidance in the mundane.
And here's the interesting thing. So when you talk about astrology and human design and different personality types, right? Me as a Taurus, and I'm also triple fixed for my big three. So fix, fix, fix. I will wait and I will wait and I will wait and I will wait and I will deal with discomfort. And it's like having a high threshold for pain and discomfort until the very last, like, oh, I guess I should adjust. I guess I should address this and fix it, right? Until like something else pops or goes wrong and I have to fix it. But I was with a fire sign for so many years. It was like No, as soon as something was not right, being an Aries, he was like on it.
Oh,
Phone call, someone's here, someone's already on the way. Don't worry about it. I don't know how to fix it, but I'm gonna pay someone else to do it. So just interesting. Pay attention, like we were talking about earlier tonight. Pay attention to your patterns. Pay attention to your behaviors. Like,
I think we should all be really excited to be somebody unrecognizable from before.
yeah, Sarah, I am trusting my intuition.
Sarah, oh, Wisconsin, Sarah.
Wisconsin.
Hamilton. I don't know. You know that was, we just do that in the accent or what? But sorry.
I think it's hilarious though that you're over here bundled up, and I'm like, hot flash. I am calm and collected.
I got retreat.
Earth energy, staying grounded. I'm in alignment. What was the one you got?
Retreat.
Retreat.
You know what I did as though? Because the angel's hella smiling. Like treat yourself again. Retreat. Like treat yourself again by isolating.
Treat yourself.
Retreat. Like treat yourself.
Retreat.
I'm gonna retreat myself.
That's hella funny. All right, let's pull tarot. What does Sarah's higher self want to convey? What messages does she need to know?
You know, it's funny. It's not even a blanket. I think it's a rug.
Just taking rugs off the ground. So that's interesting because of the floods in my garage. Like that's what got ruined was all the rugs I had in there on the floors and stuff. Because I have like it was all set up for working
That's
out.
very, very energetically speaking. Like everything that you threw under the rug is now mold and rotted and it has to be thrown out.
Yep. That I had to. I had to purge. And it made me deal with everything. It made me deal with all the shit in my garage.
Hey, it looks like it's a blanket, but it's not.
Well, that's because you have that natural shaman look to you. Where's your feathers? Can you feather us? When Michael cleanses my energy with that feather thing,
I think we could even do it
I feel like there's birds just like surrounding me. Three of Swords, Sarah. Heartbreak, sadness, grief, sorrow, loss, trauma. But that's with I am trusting my intuition. Six of Cups, feeling nostalgic, feeling all the memories, the healing, feeling sentimental. Yeah, feeling.
Three of Swords is such an energy for me. Every time I see that picture, I'm just like, oh, I know.
So when I have like contemplated, like, should I online date? And I pulled tarot. Tarot has given me Three of Swords twice. And I was like, okay, I won't.
Going through all this, I tried online dating.
Okay. Okay.
Magician.
What do we got? Four of Swords in reverse. Recovery, awakening, releasing, restlessness. How are you feeling? Have you slept? Are you sleeping at all? Are you sleeping well? Are you eating? Are you taking care of yourself? Please say yes. Hermit. That's that retreat. Was it her that got retreat? Yeah, so hermit.
Retreat. Again with the retreat.
Hermit. I'm sending you my energy. You're both dialed in. Hell yeah.
Like little tinfoil around their head.
Yep. Okay, so
I don't know why we brought a retreat and then I pulled friendship. Are you outgrowing a friendship?
Yeah, you're not eating, you're not sleeping, you're not taking care of yourself.
Change that today because we need our earthly vehicles. And that was a message.
So let's see. The heart stirs. Let go of the need to control, more flow, less force. How's your heart? Let go of the need to control more. Just as you're saying that, outgrowing things, I got this is not a vibrational match. Let them show themselves out. Somebody, something, belief.
Yeah, I feel like your heart center is way bigger than their rigidness or lack of empathy.
Bottom of the deck on that one. Same page. You turn it. Two aren't even in the same book right now.
That makes you wonder, like, why do you even f with me? If like we're not on the same page, like.
Yeah.
It makes you think like, who are you? Kind of like,
Hold on,
wait,
I'm not from this.
why am I around you?
Okay, here's the symbolism of you feeling super cold, me feeling super hot, and us talking about outgrowing things and people and stuff like that. Two different viewpoints, two different opinions, two different perspectives. Hot and cold, right? Somebody who is warm and empathetic, somebody that's cold and ruthless and detached emotionally. Not saying
You know,
it's
it's funny. Well,
right?
we're both
Opposite contrast.
experiencing the ailments of what we don't want to feel. I don't want to feel cold and rigid, and you don't. You got the message of hot and like hot and moving, and that's what happened in your house.
And water. So fire and water. And you got cold air.
I'm fire, and I got calmed down by the cold, and
D.
we're getting neutralized. Oh no!
All right, I'm gonna pull from this deck, Sarah, and see what else wants to come up about your situation, messages from maybe your loved one's higher self in this situation, or what you need to know.
Wait, what did you, I just got guardian angel?
Guardian angel. Two of Cups. So you pulled Guardian Angel and she's got Two of Cups. So that's like, I got your back. Knight of Pentacles, slow and steady. Slow and steady, slow and steady. This is also earth sign energy. So if there is an earth sign that is being immature of some sort, that could be that.
I felt you, Sarah, because I have chills again, like to the point where it made me wiggle. And I was about to say, one of you throwing energy at me.
Wiggle, wiggle.
Wiggle, wiggle.
Yeah, happen into that. Hey, welcome in, King.
I just love how we're able to connect even though we're not physically around each other.
Yep, last one, Page of Pentacles in reverse. Page of Pentacles in reverse. So somebody's being immature. Like I said,
I think it's the other person.
yeah, there's some sort of being irresponsible or lazy with something. I'm glad somebody's shivering because I'm dying.
Oh, let's send her some cold energy.
Who wants some cards? Who wants to go next?
Hear me out. Let me find you.
Dude, yeah. So that's all that immature energy that was considered. All right. Last call for cards. Last call. Last call.
Last call.
Last call.
Jess
Oh yeah.
Foster's.
Sorry, Jess. Sorry.
That's a good lesson for everybody. Do not be the last to eat and they'll get left behind.
And my lesson to Ezra the last couple days at school, I'm like, you have to speak up for what you need. You have to vocalize when you need something. If you need help, you have to ask for it, okay? Because nobody's
Those
going to know.
mouths don't get fed.
Exactly. And he told me, so what it was, he goes, I didn't get a drink of water because I sent him with his water bottle. And I'm very on my kids about eating all day long and staying hydrated. So it makes me very nervous that they go off to school. A true Taurian parent makes me very nervous that my kids go off to school and that they're being starved to death, okay? So you know, Taurus mom sends her kids off to school, and I'm like, please don't be hungry throughout the day. Here's extra snacks, here's extra water. And then I picked him up, and he was like, I didn't get water until, because I couldn't open up my water bottle. I couldn't get it open at lunchtime, so I couldn't drink my water until later on. And then I'm like, well, you got to ask for help. If there's something you can't do, you have to vocalize and tell somebody when you need help. Otherwise, like, it's just, you're not going to get it. And he's like, that's okay. It was a mistake. I'll learn. Like, we're all here. We all learn from our mistakes. So that was my little lesson of the day. So Jessica, these cards are for you. And if anyone else, hello, Leo Princess. If anyone else wants cards, this is the last call.
Yes, it is, because I have to close the store soon.
Yeah, we'll get you out of here. I promise.
I'm not worried.
Fresh. These ones right here, we just do donation based because we're just kind of pulling cards. Normally we're in person live doing these. But I have the links are in my bio on my page if you wanted to book. And I think, because I have a few different reading options. And then Michael, I think, link in your bio, your website for booking or what you offer. And then,
I always tell people, whatever you spend, you make back immediately.
that's awesome. Maybe just
especially because I said it.
I'm starting fresh. I am prosperous. Dude, what you're just saying, whatever I spend, you'll make it back. That's how I am in terms of like my money beliefs to like reprogramming everything from childhood into
They did it to us on purpose. They made us hate money when it's my best friend. It gets everything done, so I need you on my team.
It's a physical manifestation of energy. And
yeah, your currency. Your currency is your currency.
Yeah, we exchange money, we exchange time, we exchange energy. So starting fresh and prosperous. So maybe if you have a new job coming up, or have you been on the hunt, you've been doing the resume stuff, you've been, talking to recruiters, something like that maybe, or starting a totally different career from what you used to do to something else. That could be starting.
I get living environment, relocation or something.
Ooh, new house.
Starting fresh, I don't know.
Releasing what is no longer aligned with your vibration.
Let them all go.
Starting fresh, releasing what's not aligned, prosperity. Bottom of the deck, I am manifesting the life that I deserve. So shit's coming together for you.
Your energy's on point.
It is coming together.
Kingo775 says me too for the last call.
Okay, cool. You got it. What is Jennifer? What is this prosperity? Manifesting the life that she deserves. I'll listen more about that. I'm telling you, Jess, every time I read for you, my stomach growls. Like, I am always hungry anytime I tune into your energy. Every single time. Which is not a problem. Another Taurus. All right.
Who are we doing?
Jess. Finally getting into a grounded, stable space. 10 of Wands in reverse. So just make sure you're not shouldering too much responsibility, or if there's anything you can delegate out, make sure you're delegating that out. You don't have to take everything on. You're about to eat an apple pie. Please eat some for me. I'm unashamed. I will buy pies from Sprouts, or back in California, we had Nugget, and I would buy little pies and half pies and whole pies and just eat off of that.
There's totally people just staring at me like if I'm a zoo animal from the window.
I love it. All right, so Jess, 4 of Wands in reverse. So that one is lack of support, instability, transience. So being in between places too, being in between situations. Judgment card, upright.
Mm-hmm.
Pluto energy, self-evaluation, renewal, finding your purpose, and reflection. I love that you made a pie at 2 a.m.
That is so magical.
Keep watering your garden, though, because that's like rewarded efforts and building up to your independence. That's single independent woman who don't need nobody.
You
That's
can't
funny.
love
You get up
yourself. How you
okay.
gonna love somebody
I
else?
was up at 2 a.m. Oh, I was up at 2 a.m. doing tooth fairy stuff. That's what I was doing at 2 a.m. because Ezra lost his tooth, so I had to get all that stuff taken care
I was putting prayers in all my pots of plants.
of. Oh, all right. Bottom of the deck. Oh, actually, sorry. Shuffled. Six of Wands. Six of Wands, Six of Wands. Success, victory, rewards, recognition. Look, she's sitting on her horse and people are seeing her, recognizing her. So, yep, you got something starting fresh, manifesting what you deserve. What else you
Queen of
got?
Pentacles.
Ooh, that's her. Taurus energy. There you go. That's your, she's a homebody. She's nurturing, comforting. She's practical. She's building a home. All right. So who we have? Last but not least, King.
King 775.
Yep. All right. So hopefully that worked for you, Jess. All right, King, you are our last one. You're very, very welcome, and thank you for being a part of our of the Souls and Stardust Collective membership. And thank you for always supporting and buying decks and buying readings and yeah, all of that. All right, tapping into King's energy. King. Messages from higher self.
Ah,
Ooh, some sort of oppression.
vices, habits,
What are you
cycles, repetitions.
stuck on? Repeating the same patterns, repeating the same, obsessing over something. So let's see. I am light. I am light. I am light. It's funny you get the double card and I pull I am light. So what if that's like the duality again of like light and dark, and how do I
The dark doesn't need to be exposed to get turned into light. It's been under the rug, and that's why your rugs got ruined, and that's why I'm wearing a rug. It needs to be exposed to be turned into light. It's the same thing. The good and the bad are not friends; they're brothers.
mm-hmm. I am becoming the best version of myself daily.
Yes, King. Yes,
Yeah. So again, double card, light card, becoming the
King
best
of
version
Cups.
of yourself. King of Cups is somebody who finds the balance between their head and their heart, because it starts with the page and it goes Knight, Queen, King. So King of Cups is very wise, diplomatic, and truly balanced with an empathetic heart, but also being wise enough to have like
Yeah, because
boundaries, the
King
structure.
is masculine, and then like the water is like emotion, so
Very
it's
feminine.
divine masculine.
Yeah. So this is like stepping into that. Ooh, okay, we got two that popped out. So let's see.
Are you
I
still
am
there,
pro-
King?
huh?
I'm like, are you still there, King?
Oh,
He can
hopefully.
watch it. He can watch it after. If he's not, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. If you're still here, just let us know because I can't. Sometimes it used to let me see who's in the room, and I can't see who's in the room anymore. I am
I'll message him.
prosperous and I am living poetry. Oh, awesome. He's still here. So I am prosperous and I am living poetry. So utilizing your life and making that a living poem. Living poetry is like, like when I get this card, this is one that I often talk about. That's like,
Be in your essence.
yeah, and it's not always going to be happily ever after type poetry. This could be haiku. This could be very deep and like, expansive and symbolic and very like, how do I use my life story to help me in my prosperity? How do I use my poetry of my life? How do I speak these words? How do I get this stuff out and the stuff that's like in my head and make this make sense financially?
King gets another King of Wands.
Dude, king. When you get multiple kings like that,
You know
like
what? He knew what he was doing when he made his name.
yeah. Oh shit. Duh. Of course you're gonna pull kings. Of course you're gonna pull two kings pulling for him. That's how it
I knew
works.
that was gonna happen too.
Duh. Sorry, I'm slow. It's hot. It's because I'm hot. Because I'm sweating. All right, let me see what I get for him. And then
I'm
we'll
pulling angel
wrap it
cards.
up. Close up the shop. Sorry. Won't keep you there all night. All right. What is this prosperity? What does he focus on?
I
Star
get
card.
music card.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if he was into music too, because when I was like with the living poetry and the prosperity, I almost was like, I wonder if he's like a lyricist or a writer of some sort or something to do
Let
with
me find
that.
out you sing King.
Yeah, so let us know if are you a writer or into music or anything like that.
Or are you interested? Because if you enjoy doing something, you're going to be really good at it. Because that's what your muse is.
And if it's I am living poetry, even if it's not music exactly, it could be like
Spoken word with rhythm.
word, yeah, like spoken word, like
Be a witch.
this is how I flow. But the star card, this is good shit right here. So star card with all of that we were just saying is hope and inspiration, positivity, healing, and rejuvenation. But it's like Aquarius energy, and Aquarius energy is for the people. Aquarius energy is like audiences and groups and for everybody. Oh, good. So keep watering that. Keep watering your love of music and writing and journaling and all of that, because you definitely have a lot of creativity that's surrounding you. All right, see what else. Ooh, these flew out.
Study.
You got study. Ooh, I got High Priestess in reverse. So High Priestess in reverse is okay. So don't hide from your intuition. If you have any confusion, so this would be like you totally channeling and tapping in and tuning into that intuitive side of you. This one is like repressing your intuition. So just make sure that when you are writing or when you are feeling in flow, that you're like letting it come from a place of your higher self
Your
when you're
outlet.
channeling that way. These two came out together. So Seven of Swords with the Tower in reverse. So let me see. Seven of Swords upright. So just make sure you're not working with people who will lie or trick or scheme you. Watch your with your strategy and resourcefulness
I think the
over
fact that he
people.
shines, the fact that he got the star, he's going to have parasites around him. So he needs to
Ooh,
be.
parasites is a good word. So just making sure that you know the
If they
people.
don't give you anything and you're the only one that shines, then they're part of your posse to be your.
Yeah, because as you're saying that too, what the Tower in reverse means is averting disaster. So by being mindful of the people that are surrounding you, you could avert disaster that way. Having good healthy boundaries. And then let's see.
Especially because you're going to be of value, make sure that people around you are genuine and they're not opportunists.
Yeah, that they're not sucking your
Shining off your
energy
shine.
dry. Yeah. And whatever that is, whether it's with music, whether it's just at work or whatever.
I feel like
Right?
his presence just, he's like the main character in his crew or something. I don't know.
Well, let's see. I'm gonna pull from your girlfriend's no bullshit love oracle. It doesn't have to be love, but I like this deck even just for the relationships in our lives, the connections of the people that are close to us, our significant others, our best friends, our business partners, our even our enemies. You know,
I love my enemies.
open enemies. Some
Bless
connections
your
aren't
stupid
meant.
ass.
Some connections aren't meant to be forever. So take that how it resonates.
Especially if you're young, the people you're around, you're probably not going to be around them forever.
Love can't come in if your heart isn't open.
I feel like that's towards his
Creativity.
art. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I actually was thinking that too. That if your heart chakra is closed off, it's very hard
Like
to
he was, like if he will edit what he's gonna express.
like he'd hold it back, withholding the words, withholding the true feeling.
Pretend you're an anonymous like writer and you're gonna just throw everything out raw and like you reach more people because people feel it too.
One of the things as a creative, because I'm a photographer and lifelong creative, you have to open up your heart to be in the creative zone and to get into the flow. Because when you're feeling very closed off and shut down and in hermit mode, it's like shutting off your connection to
You're,
source, shutting off your connection to life force energy and to your higher self and the message. And so it's like the unconditional love and the inspiration can't come in if your heart isn't wide open.
especially in my case, I can't help people if my heart's not in it.
Yeah. And then this came up. Do they show up in ways you need and want? Be honest. So whether that's your friends, lovers, business partners, whatever, just be real with yourself about who's actually showing up for you. I have a friend that I will remind often, pay attention to who's a groupie and who's a true supporter. That's the biggest thing I'll tell you is pay attention to who is there for you and who wants
Who
to,
celebrates when you cross a milestone instead of who makes a face?
who
Or makes
reminds you when you want to give up. Who reminds you that you're strong and resilient versus and shows up for you versus somebody who's just like, yeah, dog, yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah. Having a yes man around does you no good. You need people around that will be lovingly honest with you and call you out on your bullshit.
like a council.
Bottom of the deck, have some fucking patience. All is aligning in divine timing.
I wonder if King is an Aries.
No, I don't get fire energy. You get fire energy from him? I get water or something like creative like that, like Cancer, Pisces, something like that. I don't know.
He's an Aries.
He's an Aries? Maybe he's got a water moon.
Yeah, I did too. I have Scorpio ascending.
Scorpio rising. Some water in there.
It's kind of like our reading. Like we were like polar opposites of each other, kind of, but we're working together. It works.
Mm-hmm. April 13th.
Hey, Aries.
So I'm like, no, there's some water in there. I bet though. There's got to be some water with all the.
We've been like really on point with the channels today.
Bottom of the deck though, your soulmate can't find you if you never leave your house. So whether that's your soulmate in partnership, business, whatever, get out there, go network, go.
I see in-person networking, not just like the social media filter of like this is what I like.
You gotta meet people in real life, and I am exactly where I'm meant to be. So that's for all of us. Last card. Yeah, you definitely. If you're marketing yourself, if you're branding yourself, like you got to get out there and be a memory marker for other people. People have to remember you and remember.
You have to like it and like, what do you do? And like, oh, I do this. Here, let me give you my information. Boom. And in Vegas, I think you're in Vegas. It's not what you know; it's who you know here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Connects, contacts.
All right. Crazy. Feel like I'm in a Herbert Cow lately, for sure. So again, Michael and I do tea and tarot every other Tuesday. Usually we're live at the Alchemical Cabinet, downtown Container Park. We've just been doing virtual maybe the last couple times. I don't know, just because
We've been flowing. We can't make that.
Yeah, and it's fine because it works just the same. Energy is energy. There's nothing, even though we are miles apart, even though some people are time zones away.
That's the beauty of it. We still connect.
Yep. And so this is why part of our gifts are very exciting, because when we read for people, whether it's reading into your psychic energy, which is your current energy right here, or possibilities of looking into the future, which it's, the future is set in stone like that anyways, or crossing and talking to people who have crossed over. Energy is energy. There's nothing that stops it from communicating when it needs to come through. If you want to book a private reading with Michael or myself, you can check out the links in our bio. Mine, you can just say, go down, you'll see book a reading. I have full hour-long readings. I have astrology birth chart readings or mini card readings. If you just need some, one specific question, I'll pull a card, send you a recorded video, and send it to your email. And then that's that.
I recommend Mio's astrology charts because she gets down and you want to understand your nature, I guess you could say.
Your natal promise. Basically, when I run astrology charts, I need to know your birth date, your location, and the time that you were born. And just based off that information, I can look at your soul journey from infancy all the way back to death. And then I can look at your soul journey of potentials that you are, what's called the natal promise of like things that you are susceptible to in this lifetime. I can look at soul purpose. We can look at your income. You can look at houses for your relationships and partnerships and your self-expression. And so what we do is we reveal who you are as a person and through your astrology that way. So it's really cool. So all of that, miobaclini.com. I'm going to go. Ezra just came downstairs, but all right.
I have one more question.
Oh, hold on.
I think it's already time to close up the shop too.
Yeah.
So
great. Michael has to go. So what do you have?
Thank you guys. I love you guys. You guys help me.
Where's my backpack?
Okay. All right. Gotta go. Love you.
Love you guys.
Bye.
Have a good night. Blessings.
You just say love you to
My friend.
Oh.
Just my friend.
No.
Friends can love each other.
I love you too, little
Yes,
guy.
they can.
Okay, whatever.
Love you, bye.
Love you, bye.